as torches.
Hello, my name is Zabulus, and this is Planescape Torment, where we're about to confront Ignis again, actually.
Alright. Then set fire to the flames.
This huge crystal radiates a pulsating spectral light as it hovers above the crater in the middle of the room. The rhythm of its pulses remind you of a heartbeat, but slow and sickly. Light from the crystal touches the edges of the room like fingers, each ray of light casting a glow on the ruined faces of the statues surrounding it. Touch it. As you touch the crystal, there is a flash of heat, an orange-white light. And you whip your hand back. The crystal burns like the heat from Ignis flames. From within the crystal, the sickly white-blue light dances and flickers like fire. Looks like I'll have to put you in the dead book first, Ignis. Fine. I can do that.
Skies shall be flames, and all life shall be as torches.
Strength, why not? And a shield. Missile of Patience, there we go. Alright, Ignis. Let's see how you can deal with some ice.
Done.
Let's use that one again. Or was that healing? I healed him. Haha. Sorry, I should have healed me.
I'm gone.
Who's the better wizard? Come on.
Skies shall be flames, and all life shall be as torches.
Yeah. Let's try that one more time. Come on, Ignis, die. Yes, there we go. Ha ha ha. There we go. Goodbye, Ignis.
I'm gone. All right.
Touch the crystal again. There's a moment of dizziness as you touch the crystal, then a slow chill passes through your body. You discover that your muscles have locked, your hand frozen to the crystal surface. There's a moment of silence, then sharp pains splinter through your body like fractures. You feel as if your very being has been turned to ice, then shattered. At least tell me that I've rested. Good incarnation, he has awakened. Practical incarnation, finally. I thought I would die again waiting for him to rise. Paranoid incarnation, perhaps you will still die. Never forget, I watch you thief. You kill us all 3 of you. Have a care how you speak to me, you deranged wreck. He was fortunate to reach here with all those traps you scattered throughout the plains. I swear, if I could have crossed the years to put you out of your misery, The 2 of you be silent. Let's make sure he is alright, and save the arguments for later. Who are you all? By the hells, he's lost his memories. Damnation, he's useless to us now. Calm yourself, he's only disoriented. As were we all. Give him a moment to get his bearings. You're all thieves wearing my body, and you will give it back. I'm at the limits of my patience with your howling. Be silent, or... This argument avails us nothing. Give him his space. Leave him be. Time is no longer in our favor. I will not stand here and squander another moment while our adversary is no doubt hunting for us. Wait long enough for him to awaken. I will speak to him now. The man before you resembles you, but he carries himself more like a force than a man. His eyes are watching you carefully, and as you study him, you feel him studying you. So, it has come to this. Who are you? I will not surrender my name to you or any man. The man's voice is rough, like yours, and it rings strangely in your ears. As for who I am, you should be asking yourself that. You are one of my incarnations. You made it here, with my clues to guide you. We are separate incarnations? How is that possible? The incarnation is silent for a moment, then his expression changes to content. If there's anything I've hated about you, it's your countless questions, your desperate fumbling for meaning and answers. The man's voice is like a hatchet, and anger flickers across his features. The time for questions is past. Now you will listen to me. I was the first to breach this fortress, and whatever it is that awaits us here was somehow able to defeat me. It will not best me a second time. You sound as if you intend to fight whatever it is that lurks here. Of course, that's the only reason we're speaking now. I'll need you to be the shell, but your mind must be my mind. Do you understand me? You mean you intend to possess me?
My journal.
Yes. We cannot leave this place in pieces. Only one may leave. What are you talking about? You must surrender your will to me. Your knowledge and skills, whatever little you've managed to accumulate in your life, may prove useful. It ultimately will be but a fraction of my power, but it might have its uses. Let's see. What if I choose not to surrender? How do I surrender my will? Yet you came here previously and were defeated. Let me get my bearings first. I want to talk to the other guys. That's the practical one. The paranoid one, the good one. Let's try the paranoid one first. The man before you resembles you, but his back is hunched, as if he is perpetually afraid of being struck. He is watching you warily, and he hisses as you approach, his hands clenching, as if wanting to strangle you. His arms are horribly gnarled and scarred, as if they had been dunked into a stream of acid, and his left arm looks like it is holding on by a thread. Literally. Who are you? Know that you will not last long in this place, thief! Mazes and regrets and death are all that are here. You're wasting your time speaking to that one. His thoughts are all angles and spite, nothing more. Stop wasting time. There is much the two of us must speak of. Thief! I I will feel the bones of your neck snap beneath my fingers. Take my body back, thief! You wear my body like a cloak and you shame me. I am no thief. I stole nothing from you. You stole everything. I walk on the streets of the Ring City, and all who saw me knew me. All that you had done, all that you had harmed, they were waiting for me, blaming me, hurting me, until I couldn't take the voices anymore, and had to make them silent. You were the one who left the trap in the Sensory Stone for me, weren't you? And the dodecahedron journal with the traps? He affixes you with a wary eye. It seems just looking at you is making him uncomfortable. Let's see. Yeah, language of the Uyo. Let us speak in private, just the two of us. As you speak the language of the Uyo, the incarnation's eyes widen and he stares at you. After a moment of silence, he replies in the same language. Only I know the language of the Uyo. How do you know it? You are correct. You are the only one who knows the language of the Uyo. So if I know the language of the Uyo, I must be you. He is silent, staring at you. It is these others who are not you, but they do not know the language of the Uyo. He nods slowly. I hear you. This place confuses one's perceptions. We are both you, and now we must become as one. He looks frightened. To your surprise, he reverts to normal speech, and all the inflections to his voice are gone. It is calm, level, and much like your own. I no longer wish to live like this. You no longer have to. All the pain and worry and torment of your existence, I will wipe it away. Yes, that one. He looks at you, and you watch as the incarnation loses its mad gleam, and his eyes become more like your own. Yes. I will protect you now. You will know peace, for that is all you ever wanted, isn't it? Incarnation relaxes at your words, his eyes dimming as he locks gazes with you. There is the faintest of whispers, and he falls to the black stones. With his collapse, you feel a crawling sensation in the back of your skull. Strength increased, constitution increased, experience, and there is a flood of memories and strength and emotions, and you steady yourself, dizzy for a moment, then your vision clears and you are yourself once more. Farewell. That's one down. Alright. Good incarnation. Let's talk to you. Man before resembles you, but his face seems calmer somehow. He gives a slight smile as you approach. And he nods, as if in approval. Are you alright? Okay. Who are you? Have we ever had a name? Was it just the first of us? The man chuckles softly. Know that I am your ally in this. I, like these others, have died my death in your mind, and this figment is all that remains. But who are you? This must be disorienting for you. Let me try and explain. I'm one of your incarnations. I was once lost, now I am here again. How? I do not know. Whatever you touched within the fortress has brought pieces of yourself to the surface. One of the others may know the means of how this came to be, but it is beyond me. If you're part of me, there are things I must know. Ask. I've had countless lives. Why are there only 3 incarnations here? That's a good question. I do not know. Perhaps you were the 3 pieces that were somehow still present in your mind. Present how? I do not know for sure, but I would guess that when we die, traces of the former personality may remain in your mind, and I know that sometimes we may make ourselves felt. How? When you are about to place yourself in danger, or were close to a realization, for example. I found that I could help prod you in the right direction. So you were that crawling sensation I kept feeling in the back of my skull? I would be at a loss to describe how it felt to you, but it is possible, yes. Anything else? How about my allies? I fear your friends are already dead. This place bears a hatred for the living. Anything else? What was your life like? It was quiet and long and was filled with much of the pain and the joys that one would expect in life. I served as a cartographer for a time and I walked the plains for several years. How did you die? In the end, as I travelled upon the fields of Mytopia, terrible shadows took on life as I lay sleeping. I died as I felt their claws upon me. They are the shades of those that died in our place. Yes, I know that now. One cannot be in this place of regret and not feel their agony. How do I leave? I do not know. I've never been here before. One of the others may possess the knowing of how to leave, but I do not. Okay. Why did I want to become immortal? No, I do not. I think it was done out of fear. Perhaps one of the others knows, not I. Why out of fear? What man wishes to die? But only the first of us will ever truly know the reason that brought us to this state. Before you said that when you die, traces are left in the mind. That's what caused you all to emerge, right? My understanding may not be complete, but yes, that seems to be the case. So it is possible that the first of us, the real one of us, before all the incarnations, might still be buried somewhere in my mind. The expression on the incarnation's face flickers for just a moment, but it's like a window and you suddenly realize who it is you are speaking to. You were the first of us. The incarnation's eyes take on a haunted look and his gaze turns away from yours. I know what you are thinking, but it is not the case. You think that knowing the mind of the first of us will somehow help you here, in this place. It will not. Why? Yes, why? Because if we die, truly die, Death's kingdom will not be paradise, not for us. If you spoke to these others that were here, know that a fraction of the evil of their lives is but a drop of water compared to the evil of mine. That life, that one life, even without the thousands of others, has earned a seat in the lower planes for eternity. But you seem so much calmer, more well-intentioned. I became that way, yes, because for me, it is regret that may change the nature of a man. But it was too late, I was already damned. I found that changing my nature was not enough. I needed more time, and I needed more life. So I came to the greatest of the Grey Sisters and asked her for a boon, to try and help me live long enough to rectify all the damage I had done, to make me immortal. And Ravel did. When she first tested your immortality and killed you, you forgot everything. Everything. He looks broken, and the planes have been dying ever since. The crime is great and the blame is mine. Questions. Incarnation shakes his head, cutting you off. When I become no more, when I merge with you, you will have the answers you seek. It may take some time to sort them out, but they are there. It is difficult to communicate a life with words. Very well then, we shall become as one. Are you ready? One last thing, just this. Before I return to Oblivion, there is something I would know. What do you want to know? Did you live your life, the brief life you had in the end? Was it worth it? Or is you born in a terrible place? It seems so short. What little I experienced, I enjoyed, and I do not wish to forget it. I traveled much. This place only caused suffering. Yeah, no, it was short, but enjoyable. He nods, and for a moment you think he's going to say something, but then he collapses, the life running out of him and into yours. As he falls to the black stones, you feel a crawling sensation in the back of your skull, making you shiver, and you know the incarnation is no more. Let's save here. Did I get rest? No, I did not. Can I rest? Yes, I can. Awesome. Okay, practical. I want to know things. You are the one who saved Dakon and Shraktlor, and the one who led Dianara to her death. What of it? All of it was done with a purpose. You gave Dakon the unbroken circle of Zerfamon. Why? The unbroken circle? That collection of lies? Yes, it was a week's work to forge such a thing. It was necessary to make it so he would cease doubting himself. You made it, but you told him... Perhaps they carry some truth, I know not. I know that they were tedious writings, but the words were enough to give him faith. Why? Your ignorance astounds me. Can it be that you do not know what he carries in his hand? That blade he carries is shaped by his thoughts. Such a tool, when used properly, could slay the multiverse itself. Though obviously, the gift became separated when we arrived in the fortress, and I was unable to make use of his blade. Unfortunate. Want to know something else? You are the one who led Dianara to her death. What of it? Yeah, why did she have to die? Dianara? The girl had little sense of the planes in her, and that was what I needed her for. You see, the dustmen have it right. Sometimes when you feel too much passion, you cling too tightly to life to let go. And neither did Dianara, as I hoped she would. Why? I needed someone to be my eyes here on the negative material plane, to serve as a scout, and try and find out who my killer was. Only the dead can survive here for long. So Dianara had to be sacrificed so that she could become something other than she was. A tricky business, but it worked. She helped you, didn't she? You didn't have to kill her. And that is why you will be defeated if you confront our killer. It is because you are weak, and you do not see that some things are necessary. Let's be rude. Can I be rude? You dare call me weak? You orchestrated all these grand plans for defeating this invisible enemy, and you got your ass handed to you anyway. And some poor girl was murdered because of it. Maybe if you'd done your job the first time you were here, this wouldn't even be a problem. You dare lecture me? Women have always walked a path with us, whether Dianara or Ravel or any other woman, and they have suffered, and it was always their choice. Dianara would have died for me if I'd asked her to. There was no crime. Yeah, other things I want to know. Are you the one who taught Ignis the art? Ignis? Is that a name? Who the hell are you talking about? Okay, probably not. You built that tomb beneath Sigil, didn't you? The one with the traps? I'd almost forgotten. Yes! What a waste that was. Obviously that didn't work, and it cost a lot of blood and coin too. It was shortly after the failure of that I decided to carry the battle to our killer rather than wait for him to show any longer. Let's see what else you have. Yeah, the one who pried Mort of the pillar. Is Mort still alive? Ha! That biting skull couldn't be trusted farther than I could throw him, claiming he had information when he didn't. Then I had to go through the torment of prying him off the pillar of skulls. Then he feigned ignorance once he was off it. I humored him, since he told me everything I needed from him. Feigned ignorance? Oh yes, once a liar, always a liar. It takes a stronger mind than the skulls to give me the laugh, though. What was his game? What more did he have to lie about? It is of no matter. Let the skull have his secrets. They are worthless to us. Were you responsible for the tattoos on my back? The ones I read when I woke up in the mortuary? The directions? Of course I was responsible. I know there was a chance I might fail here and lose my memories. I wanted future incarnations to benefit from some guidance. So I had the directions stitched on my back, since such things like journals tend to be lost so easily. Directions were a bit vague, yeah. Are you a fool? Directions needed to be vague. I couldn't spell out exactly what was happening to us, so I left a signpost. What do you think would have happened if a dustman had read them, or someone even more balmy? How quick do you think we would have been buried alive or cremated? How about that warning then? Oh, wait. I already talked about that. Yeah, how about the bronze sphere? Ferret? Oh yes, the trash king with all the tough bloods that thought I was easy prey. After only a little bloodletting, I struck a bargain with him. He would see to it that if his men found me, they would take me safely to the mortuary, and of course, I needed the eyes and hands of his men to scour the catacombs beneath sigil for me. For the bronze sphere? Yes, I told Ferret it was the only thing that would save his miserable life. What a snivelling little dodger he was. You see, the old bastard was destined to end up on the Pillar of Skulls when he died, and he was desperately trying to weasel out of it. So I told him that there was an item beneath sigil that would save him from his fate, if he could only find it. But it wouldn't save him, it was just something you wanted him to find. Of course, it was useless to him. One cannot dodge fate so easily. However, nothing motivates a man faster than telling him what he seeks will save his soul from internal damnation. I intended to take it from him after he found it. It's just that searching for it myself would have taken too long, and why should I do it when I could have someone else hunt for me? Actually, he ended up tricking me into finding it for him. Why was it so important? Important? Do you not know? Do you have it with you? Yes, I do. You have it? Then your life has some use after all. When we merge, I will see about finding a means to unlock it. Perhaps all is not lost. What is the sphere? Yes. It's a dead sensory stone. Do you know what it contains? It holds the last experiences of the first of us. Whether we were one man and not a string of incarnations. If there is some way of unlocking it, I will be able to see inside his mind. See why this all happened? Yes. It is the answer I have always sought. Why this happened. Why we became immortal. When we merge, I will see about finding a means to unlock it. Perhaps all is not lost. Other things I want to know. Who were those other versions? They were other incarnations, reflections. I see. How do I escape? I must surrender my will. No. I will not merge with you. You will merge with me. I surrender to no man. It is you who will be absorbed by me. I doubt it. Do you intend to fight me on this? You are no match for me. There's little point in resisting. Try me. So be it then. We shall see what your mind has in store. You lock a gaze with him. His eyes are like stones, and they start to drag you down. Lock gaze with him. Try and force him to merge with you. As you swim in the corridors of his mind, the first emotion you encounter is surprise, and his eyes widen. He is not absorbing you. Your will is stronger, and it is consuming him. You feel him desperately trying to pull back, but you cannot. He is too weak, and your will blocks his retreat while drawing him deeper into your subconscious. This is the last time we shall ever speak. Return to death, where you belong. He looks incredulous for a moment, and then he disintegrates, and you feel a rush of knowledge pouring through you, fighting to the surface. It's almost too much to absorb at once, and you find yourself disoriented. So much knowledge, so many experiences that
I feel stronger.
intelligence, wisdom increased, and as quickly as it occurred, the rush subsides, and you steady yourself. The bits of knowledge swirl about in your mind, and you will make sense of them later. For now, only one piece of knowledge is important. That the incarnation did not know how to leave this place. He lied to trick you into surrendering. Damn it. Before you is the ghostly form of Deonara. Her spectral gown seems stirred by some ethereal breeze. Her eyes rest on yours, and you feel a strange disjointed sensation, as if you are looking at several pairs of eyes at once. Deonara? My love, at last I have found you. I searched for you after you were divided by the crystal. This fortress spans hundreds of miles, and I feared you were lost to me. Are you well? I think so. The crystal divided me, but I am one again. Now I am trapped here, however. I suspect trapping you here was the crystal's true purpose, but it poses no barrier for one such as I. Much do my eyes see, and the halls of this fortress are well known to me. If you are trapped here, my love, I shall see to it that you are set free. Where is it you wish to go? Yeah, tell me about you and how you died. What are you speaking of? When I was brought to this fortress, it was my intention that you die here. I needed someone to remain behind so that they would serve as a link to this place. And I know because you love me so much that your love would stave off death and allow you to become a spirit, and that is why you suffer now. Tell her the truth, yeah. Leonardo's face is a mask as you speak the words. I'm sorry. Do you love me? If you say yes, my love, then nothing that has happened matters. Though I did not know you at first, I have come to love you. Your suffering has become mine. I have found that I will do what I can. Yeah, let's ease her mind. Then I will aid you, my love. Tell me how I can help you, and I shall do it. Can you help me escape? I wish to rejoin my friends, yes. As you wish. Touch my hand and the walls of this fortress shall be walls no more.
I forgive what you have done. I shall wait for you in death's halls, my love.
What?
I'm gone.
No, 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 no. Come on. I cannot resurrect him. Is there anything I can use? Or perhaps those? Tomb plant, leather apron. No, nothing. Keys. Poison charm. Earring. Alright. So, yeah. Okay, there we go.
So you have come. Then you shall die again.
Yeah.
All right.
Let's talk. Hi there. Can we talk?
Done.
Hello? Can we talk, please? Apparently not. Let's boost myself then.
I'm gone. All right.
I can't talk with him. And doesn't look like I can attack him either.
I shall break you 1,000 times, then build you anew so that you might die another death.
Oh great.
I will teach you much of pain.
Yeah, whatever. Where did he go? What the hell is that? What the hell was that?
The shadows hunger for you, broken one. I will let them feed soon enough.
I still think I should have been able to.
I'm hurt.
Yes, I am.
All right.
Yes, I am. Yeah.
All right.
I will teach teach you much of pain.
Let's use that.
I'm gone.
Die.
All right.
Keep firing, keep firing, keep firing.
Die. But first, you will suffer.
I'm hurt. All right.
No. Keep moving.
Done. Done.
What was that? Really? Really?
I'm hurt.
I will teach you much of pain.
Ah, come on.
Don't let it end like this.
I can no longer complete the game. No, 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 no. No. Ah, damn it. Oh, what the? No. Okay, let's talk about quickly about this. Yeah. I should have saved, I know. Yeah. Just merge. Force him.
feel stronger.
Now save here. I should rest. Hello there, Nara. We've done this. I want to recover my mortality. My friends are dead anyway.
I shall wait for you in death's halls, my love.
Yeah, done that.
All right. Done. Done.
I want to talk to that guy. I don't think I can defeat him. But...
So you have
Ah! I
come.
can talk with him this time. Nice.
You are unwelcome here, Broken One.
What have you done to my friends?
Are they dead? Yes. Unlike you, they have but one life, and they wasted it for your sake.
They died for you, as they always have. Such is the way of all mortal things. It is the fate of all that follow you, Broken One. You have forgotten much. Why? They tried to harm me, here of all places. I defended myself. In so doing, mortality claimed them. Their deaths were by their own hands. I gave them the opportunity to depart this place, but they seemed determined to help you, despite the cost to themselves. So you killed them. The tiefling girl was especially fierce in your defense. Her feelings for you burned brighter than Elysium's fires. And the Tenari, she was quite strong. Her tolerance for pain would have shamed the Batezu themselves. I took no pleasure in their deaths. Then why did you do it? It was not my will. It was not I that brought them here. All of them had a choice, and they chose to die for you. It has always been the way of all that follow you, for they are tormented souls, seeking a release, but they know not why. You have forgotten this, and you shall again. I know you for what you are. You are my mortality. Your armor, it is twisted like tree branches. Such things speak of Ravel's magics. Oh yes, I am that which was split from you by the hag's power. I am that which walks with all life. My voice is a death rattle, a last breath in the throat, the whisper of a dying man. I have been freed from the prison of your flesh. Freed from me? The moment I was split from your cancerous shell, I knew life, I knew freedom. I shall not surrender it to you. We were not meant to be separated, and the planes have suffered because of our separation. You know nothing of meaning and separation. Before your memory dies again, know that we were never meant to be as one. This shall be the last time you and I speak, Broken One. Then there is something I would know, Spirit. I have traveled far, and there are many questions you can answer. I will indulge you this one last time, then this fortress shall be silent again. Then my questions are these. Let's see. You have done everything you can to prevent us from meeting face to face. Why? No, let's start with that one. My friends, I want their lives returned to them, and I want them to have free passage from this place. No, they are dead, that they shall remain. Why? Can't you save them? Don't you have the power? Do not question my power here in this place. There's nothing I cannot do now that I'm free of you. But it's not my will that they be saved. They challenged me in my home, and their deaths shall be reminders to all that challenge me. Yeah, let's trick him. You can't resurrect them, can you? Broken one, in the span of your forgotten lifetimes, I have observed, learned, and gathered power within the vaults of my body. When you fought in the Black Decade War, all your military knowledge was carved in my mind. When you danced sorceries with Lubin the Mad, I learned with you. All you have forgotten, I have not. The power over life and death is but a mind display of my power. You say you learned with me what I experienced. You experienced. Are you saying we share a link, you and I? It is a small thing of no consequence. Donara told me that I could reverse death only when the victim had died close to me, with what she awakened in me. Are you saying that was only a fraction of my power over life and death? Your mind is a broken stone. Its edge is dull from misuse and neglect. Even if you knew power, you would not know how to harness it. If you claim you have the power, then I must have the power too, even if I wasn't there at the moment of death. You do not have the years needed to learn the arts of life and death. You will fall before me. You feel a stirring in your mind, and you suddenly realize you do possess the years needed to learn, for you knew it all at once, across multiple incarnations. But the process will take time, and you know your mortality will not allow you the time you need. You may have the time to resurrect one companion, but no more than that. Resurrect one. Oh. Anna, Dakon, Mort. Resurrect Anna, yes. You reach out with your power and there is a rush of air and Anna stirs. She raises her head slowly, then shakes it, confused. I found my mortality, Anna, and it turns out it doesn't like me much. I need your help.
I'm stand by you.
No, that is no longer possible. I have ended the lives of all that have guided you to this place. The night hag that cursed us. The angel that shields itself with golden lies. Soon, the fiend that aided you will die as well. You led me to all of them. You have allowed me to hide my presence forever. There is no one left in all of existence who can tell you how to reach me. This shall be the last time you trespass in these halls. The halls of this fortress shall be silent again. You will trouble me no more. I will shatter every bone in your body, reset them into painful angles, then let your flesh heal again. You shall be my toy.
Is this what I want to do? I think if I do this, I will kill myself. Try it. This strange blade is an ugly looking weapon, shaped so that it resembles one of the symbols on your left arm. When you first held it, it was inert, but now black veins flow across the surface of the metal in tiny streams, and the edge has become razor sharp. The blade is pulsing heavily in your grip, like some kind of diseased heart. Yeah, cut my throat. You drag the edge of the blade across your throat, and its edge bites into your neck. Fall into darkness. Haha, that was the right choice. What? That wasn't the right choice? Really? Oh, damn it. I'll be right back. And here we are again.
Are they dead? And they wasted it for your sake.
Yeah. Already did all this. Okay, questions. Yeah, you have done everything you can to prevent us from meeting face to face. Why? Do you think I fear to face you, Broken One? I do not. Is that why you sent shadows to kill me rather than trying to defeat me yourself? They've never succeeded in killing me, nor will they. I sense shadows because their reach is long, yet it is my eyes that guide them. So the shadows can travel distances you cannot. There is nothing I cannot do. Yet you never traveled beyond these walls to fight me, only sent shadows. That is how a coward fights. My energies are needed to sustain this place, Broken One, else it would be my hand on your throat with each of your deaths. I might travel beyond this fortress walls for long. Yet, even when I was within the fortress walls, you sent Ignis to try and stop me, when you could have stopped me yourself. The sorcerer was convenient. His rage for you runs deep. I thought it fitting he be allowed vengeance upon you. If the planes cannot teach you mercy, perhaps pain can. He wanted revenge? For my teaching him the way of the art and making him suffer? Yes, as pain taught him, I thought pain might teach you. But the sorcerer was weaker than I thought, and now you are here. Soon there shall be an ending of things between us, Broken One. So you sent Ignis to try and stop me, but when he failed, then you still didn't confront me, even when you could have. Instead, you put a crystal in my path to imprison me. Yes, the crystal is a prison, perhaps one of the greatest ever devised. I used it, for I tire of tracking you across the plains, Nameless One. You are difficult to find. I prefer you be kept close, where I may watch you. The crystal is such a place where you may be kept. I would know how you freed yourself from the crystal. Why am I difficult to find? It is of no consequence. Why not tell me then? I will forget this anyway, and I would know this last time. Just as there is power in names, there is power in not having a name. The eyes of the plains slight of such a one such as you, and one such as I. I would know how you freed yourself from the crystal. I had help. Or my ways are my own. No, don't rat out Dainara. He might do something to her. My ways are my own. Know that prison cannot hold me, just as you cannot stop me now. Such arrogance, we shall test that arrogance this day, Broken One. We shall see. There are other things I would know. I may be immortal, but Ravel told me the ritual was flawed. Whenever I die, I lose a fraction of my mind. In time, after many deaths, I shall lose the ability to even think for myself. It is of no matter, you cannot die. Your mind may be lost, but your flesh will live on. That is all that is needed. Why? We share a link, you and I, however small. I do not wish you destroyed, only far from me. Then why have you been trying to kill me all this time? It is of no consequence. Is it? Maybe you didn't want to kill me, because if I were to die, the link between us would be broken, and you would be destroyed as well. Yes, you cannot die. Well, if I cannot die, then you can't exist. You're my mortality. Perhaps once, no longer. I have changed, I have transcended, and become something greater. Perhaps so, but at your core you are still my mortality. If I die, you die. You know nothing of what you speak. Your words are hollow, as is your shell. I think I know exactly what I'm saying. If I were to be destroyed, you would be destroyed. You listen, but you do not hear. Know that you cannot die. Actually, I can. Now, I had a golem forge a weapon that can kill even me. All it needed was to be brought to a place cut off from the rest of the planes, so my immortality could not draw upon other lives. And here I am. You lie. Hold up blade. Do I? Look upon this blade, see its nature. If you are as all-knowing and as powerful as you claim, then you will know that this is the weapon that cannot make me, and since we share a link, it is the blade that cannot make you. You would not dare such a thing. You know I would. After all the misery you've put me through, I would gladly step this right through your spectral hide. I will use the blade on myself if you do not surrender to me. You and I will both be destroyed. Yes, the second one. It would be a fool's gesture. Your death would have no meaning. As I see it, I have two choices. Either I kill myself with this blade, or let you kill me again and again, losing what few pieces of my mind I have left. I think I'd prefer the quick death. Unless you have a third solution. There is no resolution to this matter. You will surrender the blade, then you will submit. You will leave this fortress, and you will leave without your memory. There is no other solution. There's one other one. Reunite with me. We will become one again, as we were meant to be. You know not what you do. If we are reunited, then it shall be an ending. There shall be no future for us. We shall go on to further torments. It is better that happen than the multiverse continues to suffer because of us. If we become one, we shall suffer. There is too much of the nature of the first one in us for us to be saved. We shall be damned. You know what you do. No, I know. You know not what you do. No, I know very well what I do, and I think this is the only answer. Prepare yourself. Know that I have always hated you, Broken One. When we are one, I will continue to hate you. When you shall die at last, know that I shall take pleasure in your death. I can live with that, and so can the planes. Know that my hatred for you will make the planes. Prepare yourself. We shall be as one again, until your last moments of life. Before we do, what of my friends? Is it possible to save them? I am mortality itself. The nature of life and death is something I know. Well, when we are one, my knowing shall be yours. Very well, I am ready to become mortal again. Can I save them all? That would be nice. Come on, do something. What? Come on. What the?
I'm gone.
I'm afraid that the game is acting weird.
All right. All right.
I don't think I should be able to do this.
I'm gone. Done. I'm gone.
Okay, I'm going to reload again. I'll be right back.
Done. All right.
So you have come. You are unwelcome here, Broken One. Are they dead? And they wasted it for your sake.
And there we go again. Yes, he resurrected one. As you reach out with your power, Mort suddenly floats into the air. Hold up, Chief, you don't need to resurrect me. It was just kind of lying there. No, listening to you two. You were feigning death? Well, yeah, I mean, I'm already dead. Chief, what happened to your voice? I am something else now. Time runs short, and soon time and fate will catch up with me. I will return you to Sigil, Mort, if you wish it. Return me? What about you? Come on, Chief. I may be a coward, but there's no way I'm leaving you in this place. Many are the crimes that were committed when my mortality and I were split. These crimes carry a price. You may not go where I will soon be. Well, I could go with you anyway, Chief. If you want me to, I mean, we've been through worse, not this time. Perhaps one day you and I will meet again, on another plane, but not now.
Not to get all misty-eyed, but it's been a pleasure, Chief.
Farewell, Mort. You reach out with your power. There is a rush of air, and Anna stirs. She raises her head slowly, then shakes it, confused. Anna, are you alright? What happened to you? Your voice, it's like echoes it is. I have changed. I'm something else now, and I cannot remain here much longer. I will return you to Sigil, if you wish it. Where are you going? Many are the crimes that were committed when my mortality and I were split. These crimes carry a price. There is a place reserved for one such as I on the lower planes. It is a punishment of sort. But I don't want you to go. I will not forget how much you were willing to sacrifice for me, Anna. Anna nods. She looks like she is about to say something else, but then falls silent. But the unspoken thought remains in her mind, lingering. I don't need your words to know your heart, Anna. Farewell. As your power touches him, Dakon takes a staggered breath, then looks up weakly. It looks like he's barely clinging to life. Awaken, Dakon of Slaklor, last wielder of the Karak blade. Your voice, have you at last come to know yourself? Yes, it was a difficult thing, and it cost many lifetimes. Many suffered so that I might know myself again. The knowing of oneself is a difficult path. In knowing it, I know where I shall soon be bound. Time and fate come here even as we speak, and it will not be here much longer. I will return you to Sigil, Dakon, if you wish. Know that once I owed you a debt. Know that you saved my life, and know that I fought you to settle that debt.
I have paid for your life with mine. The debt is settled.
Very well, Dakon. Our two deaths were as one. You will leave this place with your freedom. As your power touches Fall from Grace, she rises dizzily to her feet. Even disoriented, she somehow manages to maintain her composure. Fall from Grace. Fall from Grace looks up, and she holds her eyes for a moment. Then she smiles, but it is a light smile that carries more sadness than anything else. Your voice. So have you found yourself at last? Yes, the price was high. The cost was many lifetimes, mine and others. The price of such a thing is seldom measured in copper. Are you still? I am still the one you know, but my perspective has changed. I have not forgotten you, if that is your fear. No, that was not my fear. I cannot remain here for much longer. My punishment calls, and fate and time shall soon be here. I will return you to Sigil, if you wish. This is not my wish. Fall from Grace reaches forward, and her hand lightly touches your arm. There is a slight tingling sensation, barely felt. Then she takes it away. I will find you again, no matter where in the lower planes you will be. Just as you shall be able to find me. It may be a long time. Where I am bound, time is not measured in years, and the crimes I have committed are stronger than any cage. No cage shall separate us, and no plane shall divide us. Keep thinking of me, and we shall meet again. I shall not forget all you sacrificed for me. Just do not forget me. Time lays waste to all things, but I shall fight it as long as I can.
Time is not your enemy. Forever is.
Perhaps so. Farewell, Grace. You reach out with your power, shaping the soul into Nordum's shape, slowly, until you feel it slipping back into the Mordron's body. There is a shudder from Nordum's frame, and he springs to his feet. Nordum. Nordum blinks, the shutters of his eyes clicking rapidly. Then the shutters dilate to points, as if he is squinting at you. Your voice exceeds standard recognized parameters. I have become whole again. I have changed, but I shall not be here much longer. I will return you to Sigil, Nordum, if you wish. Query. Where is your next destination? Nordum will follow and protect you. I have committed many crimes across many lifetimes. I go now to a place of punishment. You cannot come with me. Branching query. Do you not require or do you not want presence of Nordum? You cannot follow Nordum. It is not my choice. There are other powers that now rule my actions. They always did, but now they know me for what I am, and they come even as we speak. Nordum clicks for a moment, then his crossbows begin clicking and twanging in his hands. Nordum surrenders gratitude. You help Nordum find his identity. As you help me find mine, I give you your freedom, Nordum. Explore, learn, grow. We may meet again on another plane in a time far from now. Response: heard and acknowledged. Nordum now awaiting said day. Hold on to your logic, Nordum. You will find the greatest shield than most of the passions that rule the planes.
The issue no longer equals total logic.
Farewell, Nordum. And that's it. That's Planescape Torment. One of the best games ever made, in my opinion. And even though it's old, which meant, especially near the end, quite a few bugs where I had to reload to continue the game. Yeah, it's awesome. So, this is the end of this series. And hopefully I will see you soon in another series. For now, please like, subscribe and comment. And this was Planescape Torment. Goodbye.